Alright, so now that we got Blaze in the group, let's go ahead and get him kitted up. And yeah, it's a total bummer that we can't have 4 people in the group at one time, but let's use the Onyx Hook and head back to Magic Hand. And maybe don't mess with those bombs if you don't know how to use them there, Blaze. But stop off in this green door once again for the mysterious goods keeper. And we do have a need. And we're going to take out the sword for Blaze. Alright, finally have the final character in the party, and let's get an overview on the weapons which are exclusive to Blaze/Teddy with Blaze. Alright, now that I'm officially part of the party, sorry about that, Gary, we have 4 weapons which are exclusive to the Blaze/Teddy character here in EarthBound Beginnings. You got the butter knife, the survival knife, the sword, and the katana for 15, 38, 46, and plus 58 on that attack. You should, if you've been following along with this EarthBound Beginnings walkthrough, you should have gotten that sword a long time ago, so pull it out of lockup wherever you got it. Give it to Blaze. You will not be disappointed with that plus 46, but be on the lookout for that katana and the Mount Itoi cave for the most powerful weapon in the entire game when it comes to melee attacks. But there you go, the weapons of Blaze/Teddy. Alright, thank you very much, Blaze. Excellent work today. Alright, so just to show you what we've been missing out on this whole time, Professor 115 with a very good weapon. We're very proud of our attack with the Professor. Fluff, let's not even talk about that. 132 for Blaze, and he just joined the party. Always at level 18 as far as I know, so it's not like there's any reason to hold back and wait for him to join the party to grind. Or expecting him to be at a different level depending on when you join, but alright, so we need to get him the magic coin, the gold ring, and that H2O pendant, so let's take out some money up here at the weird fountain old man who judges us. Alright, this should be fun. Blaze, show everyone what you can do. Show Fluff how you punch. Or sword, I guess is the case, maybe. Alright, well that's... Alright, he's not the smartest. None of us are the smartest. Alright, we're gonna guard. So what'd the Professor do, like 70 some damage? Let's see what Blaze does. 90. I was hoping for 3 figures, but that's alright. But yes, northwest to the fountain we go. Strength revived by touching the fountain's mysterious water. Use telepathy to talk to Benevolent. And let's see, how much money are we gonna need? Let's say 3 grand to be safe. Is that gonna be enough for all our purchases that we need to make? Let's take 4. Call it 4. And let's just go ahead. Prove everyone how lazy we are. Worth it. Alright, so we'll head up to the northeast part of town. It's crazy, but yes, the best defensive stuff in the whole game. Here early on in Magic Hand. So we'll grab ourselves... I know, man, it's like my 10th time here. My 4th time buying this crap from you. Get the magic coin for Blaze. Nope. Gotta get Blaze all kitted out because we're about to take on the boss we've been ignoring for a very long time. Been walking by him again and again and again. Like a bunch of cowards. Bunch of low-leveled cowards. No longer. Yeah, Blaze has no PP either. Very much like Gary, but he more than makes up for it with his base attack power. Love it. We don't need the same spiel, man. Check out our H2O pendants and our gold rings and our magic coins. Obviously not our first time at any of these shops. Alright, so let's give all this stuff to Blaze. Be nice if you could prioritize so you give it to her when you purchase it, but... And the magic coin. Still want to keep that Franklin badge on Fluff for the healing. Eventually, Professor can also get himself the super heal to bring people back from the dead, but we're a few levels off from that. Alright, Blaze. Let's just, for appreciation's sake, what's your defense at right now? 86? Let's see what we can do with that. Gold ring. Magic coin. And then the H2O pendant as well. Boop, boop. So 86 to 134. Looking good. Alright, feeling a lot better about our chances of taking down that dragon now. Just walking over that table. Sure did. And then it was for, I mean, I guess we all shared one bed and you just watched us creepily from that chair. Maybe I pointed that out earlier. I don't remember. It's a very long game. Relative to most of the games we play and cover. Even the baddies know to stay away from us now that Blaze is in the fold. Alright. Alright. Spoke too soon. Ulrich. Show him how it's done, Blaze. That's what I'm talking about. 113. Not even a smash right there. How about that? Can't keep track of them all. Alright. Right. Left. Left. And right. Alright, so this time, let's just speed this up. Groucho. We're guard with Groucho. We get so much more experience. Than if we kill him. So Blaze is at, what, 3650? You gonna do this or what? There you go. Only Blaze got it in that case, but still. Yeah, we don't get the satisfying Blaze is at level 1, so he gets levels up every time we defeat an enemy, but small price to pay for. I will happily take the level 18 and the amount of damage he's ready to dish out. Alright, back to the darn dragon. Everybody looking good, everybody in good shape. Let's check this dragon. Feeling Professor's presence, the dragon awoke. You must defeat me to earn my musical note. I just had to talk to that cactus. That's a doofy looking dragon right there. Alright, let's go to Gary now for tips on taking down the dragon.
Boss beaters.
Alright, the dragon, 650 HP. I recommend around level 27. We're playing it a bit safer here, but doesn't have a weakness per se, but you'll see it does use some powerful fire and thunder attacks, melee, which can get some crits in on you or smashes on you. But the strategy at the start, use your defense beta, your psi block, have Blaze attack, and then subsequent turns you want to offense up on Blaze and the Professor and just heal up as necessary. Shouldn't take too many rounds though, you should be doing some decent damage, especially with Blaze in the party, and yeah, you'll take him down.
Good call, Gary, yeah. That's why I like to put this one off a little bit, take advantage of having Blaze in the party for that heavy hitting damage that he's dishing out. Go ahead and make sure everybody's healed up. Sorry, lifed up. Keep on top of that. And Blaze, smack him. Oh, the one time Professor can't get his turn first to offense up Blaze. Strange cry. Alright, and I mean, I don't think he's got too much left in the tank, so let's do some freeze on the dragon. We're just having fun at this point. Pedestrian. Less pedestrian. 142. Alright, 74 though. Glad we had that defense up. Dragon's situation became critical. I'm not too concerned about the dragon. Why don't you life up our heavy hitter there, Fluff. And Blaze, put him down, if you don't mind. Or I can do it. Dragon became quiet. Hopefully not so quiet that it can't sing for us. Crooned his tune without much hesitation. The song went something like this. Lovely. Professor remembered the tune. Alright. Well, at this point, I think we want to head back to LA. I don't know if we got enough room to maneuver in here. Might need to head outside first. Just die, Groucho. See, +1 for everybody. Not as satisfying. And I think we have enough money to spend at LA for their exorbitant healing prices. Alright, just not quite enough room to maneuver here. If we like start on this down right. LA. Oh, come on now. I think we got enough going up. Got enough runway. Tasty. Alright. Let's heal up at the hotel. We have a bit of a journey ahead of us. Last of our on-hand cash. Might do. I said I wouldn't, but I've been back here a couple times, so. Alright, so this time we're gonna head out of town to the, Hi Blaze, how you doing? Yeah, these guys won't fight us anymore now that Blaze is in the crew. They know better. Mess with their chief. Head up and to the right. Northeast exit of town. Follow this path here. Alright, so most of us know EarthBound as a series from EarthBound for the SNES, so Fluff, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the sequel and just everything that happened after this game came out, in Japan at least.
With Mother's aforementioned 400,000 copies sold and earning its place as the 6th best-selling title in Japan in 1989, this was good enough to greenlight a sequel. Though the scope of that project meant that the game took 5 years to complete, even with many employees working through nights on a regular basis. The sequel was almost canceled multiple times due to its ballooning schedule and budget until HAL Laboratories and Nintendo's Satoru Iwata joined the team in a producer role. The Ape and HAL developed Mother 2 was finally released on the Super Famicom on August 27, 1994, and ultimately sold north of 500,000 copies in Japan alone, good enough to earn its place as the 10th best-selling title in Japan that year. The English localized version, renamed the single-worded EarthBound, was released June 5, 1995 for the SNES. Nintendo of America purportedly spent roughly $2 million on their unconventional This Game Stinks campaign, in which they included foul-smelling scratch and sniff ads in trade magazines to promote the game. GamePro magazine reported that they had more complaints about those ads than any other in 1995. The unconventional marketing campaign, which was meant to match the unconventional energy of the game itself, flopped, and coupled with its $70 price point, EarthBound largely flopped in the States as well, selling only roughly 140,000 copies. Given the game's lackluster Western performance, coupled with the fact that Nintendo was beginning to focus on their next generation Nintendo 64, they opted to not even release the game in Europe. Many who did play the game ended up loving it, giving the game a cult classic status today. Cult Classic apparently wasn't enough to bring the third and to date final title in the series in Mother 3 to America, as after an aborted initial attempt at making Mother 3, which went down alongside the failed Nintendo 64 peripheral, the 64DD, which I've covered before, that it was meant to be released on, the third title in the trilogy was finally released exclusively in Japan in 2006 for the Game Boy Advance. Despite its decent reception and sales, like virtually every other title in the Mother series, Mother 3 was released late in its system, or in this case, the Game Boy Advance's lifetime, when marketing support and focus from Nintendo was dwindling, this time in favor of the next generation portable gaming Nintendo DS. Mother 3 is the sole title of the three, which still has yet to see an official Western release, and the series has largely been dormant outside of 2015's EarthBound Beginnings official release, with Itoi repeatedly affirming that he has no plans and little desire to make another title in the series. Hey, we can always look forward to playing as Ness in each new title in the Smash Bros. Series though, am I right? Still, the series continues to live on by the strength of its incredibly passionate fan community who continue to hold the entire series, and EarthBound in particular, in extremely high regard.
Thank you, Fluff. Yeah, it's the quintessential cult classic in EarthBound, at least outside of Japan. I think they obviously had more appreciation for it upon its release than the rest of the world did, but yeah, there you go. Excellent work today, both in the party and with your facts. Here we go. Alright, cross the bridge, and we get to stop off at this very kind gentleman. He lets us stay for free. Come on, children, what do you need? So not only can we sleep on demand for free, regain all our health. I think he'll even resurrect someone if they die. He's a full-on doctor here. But he'll even give us free life-up cream. Who's holding on to it? Look at that. And there's probably no reason not to just fill up on life-up cream. Did like the sample guy just come through and he's like, yeah, give these to all your patients. Try really push the life-up cream. And I think this might be the last one we got room for. Yep. Fantastic. Only thing he's missing is a phone, actually. Yep. Just got a lot of rooms. All right. That's fair. Thanks, Doc. We appreciate it. That Blaze is swollen all, but that posture hurts my back just looking at it. It's probably just easier to put him down like that. I don't want to hear that. Here you go. Alright, so from the doctor's place, gonna head east. Just follow the path through the trees here. And then north to one of the biggest mazes in the entire game, I would say. Mount Itoi. See, the opening should be right over here. Yep. Alright, so this is the track right here. Well, alright. That guy had some thoughts about this. We have a new crop of baddies, by the way. Honestly, not the worst idea to run from most of this. It's not a bad place to grind a little bit later on, perhaps, but I think I might try to not fight you, Cerebrum. Can we just run? I don't want to waste any PP on you. I was going to say, it's just a gumball machine. Alright. So ignore this first turn. Come up and around this way. Blue Star, man. I think Blaze has got that. Yeah, alright. I think we as a collective unit have got this. Follow this path around. Ignore that fork right there. Just keep going. And Ooh, a lovely package right here. So we're gonna have to make some room here since we are all kinds of full up. I think if we're gonna need the bread moving forward, let's just drop one of these life creams or use one of these life creams. Here you go, Fluff. Topped you off. All right, so let's check this package here. A katana, very exciting. And actually, I didn't think that through. Should have used one of Blaze's, but... So we'll drop that. Give Blaze the katana. And this is Blaze's ultimate weapon, so Blaze goes from 136, which was already good with that sword. He actually was only holding that for, 10 minutes? To his best weapon, which gives him a 148, so nice plus 12 right there. So now we're going to backtrack and take that first fork right at the opening, actually. Another tasty piece of music right here, actually. Guys, maybe focus? I don't like what are they planning? There you go. How about that? Taste Katana, Starman, Blue Starman. So take this path, follow it around this way. And then this is gonna head on the top path here. Just cut right across. There's some low-level loot to be found around here. I'm not gonna mess. These guys are gonna power up, and this is gonna be a bad time. I'm just getting us out of here. Yeah, there's like a bomb if you search around, like stuff we don't really care about. But we do want to stop off up here and grab another ultimate weapon. We're just falling into ultimate weapons here in Mount Itoi. An iron skillet. This is Fluff's ultimate weapon. So Fluff goes from a measly, paltry 44 to a measly, paltry 48. It's only 4 better than the boomerang. It's pretty pathetic, I have to say. Alright, let's try fighting these guys. Who'd you use it on? Oh, the one guy that didn't have a badge for that. That's rude. Fluff just leveled. Did you get any more HP? I feel like you've maxed out at 102. Yeah, his PP's going up. They just... I know, Blaze is gonna get some more HP. Yep, by 9. He's getting the big boost. Fluff's stuck at 102. Alright, yeah, this is not a place where you want to mess around, so make sure everybody is topped off. We know Fluff's topped off. Alright, so now continue down this path here. And go left here at the bottom. And we'll give you a shot. Now that we got Blaze's ultimate weapon. Everybody's getting hit. This is so not going to be worth it either. Wait for it. Yeah, we're not doing those kind of attacks. Alright, so 50-67 goes to... Alright, well. Nice when you get a level up, but... Yeah, that was 30 XP. They really didn't They didn't balance out the late stage enemy XP, or really any of the XP in this game. Too much work, and not worth the work you put into it. Alright, oh my goodness. Enough with the Starmen. Can we run? But it didn't work out, yeah. There's that instant kill. He's got no badge for it. There will be a place that we can recuperate not too far from here. I know I don't have the super heal yet. Just trying to get Blaze's return at the scene. I like that language. Alright, Professor. Alright, we're in good shape. Which means attack me again. No! You are not worth it, Cerebrum. It's just a brain with legs. We shouldn't have any problem. I mean, I know it has legs, strictly speaking, but we shouldn't have this much difficulty getting away. And I can't keep using the... I've only got so many more uses in the tank for the 4th D slip. Yeah, Blaze, aka Teddy. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't like Blaze missing either. Alright, good. We're gonna have to break into our life up cream supply here. Alright. Yeah, he used one fluff. Alright, for the love of God, can we get through this door without being attacked? There we go. Alright, we have one final weapon to pick up. And it's all the way at the bottom of this very long path, unfortunately. And then some. Six damage took him down. Always amazed when Fluff manages to kill someone. They were really hanging on by a thread there. I think that's all you need, Fluff. Thereabouts. All the way down, that's where we want to go ultimately, but before we do that, and there's a little cut through there if you're sneaky like that. I don't think sneaky's the right word, but we're gonna go with it. Alright, the final weapon of this game. Because we purchased Gary's back at that town. Kind of anticlimactic. Not gift wrapped for us at the end of a, oof. I was gonna say, I think Fluff's gonna take down that guy if he goes right. Oh my goodness. I don't know that I want to do this. 4D split. Slip. Can I please just get my Hank's bat? Oh yeah. Alright, so Professor goes from 117 to... Gotta give you something. 1 second. Yeah, I don't think I need that bread anymore. But... Alright. Here we go. To 133. Still 19 shy of Blaze's 152, but respectable. Let's test it out. Let's break in this new bet on some of these new friends of ours. Tasty. Some tasty damage. Fluff, you mind tending to Blaze's injuries there? Alright, now we can go through that right path and the door at the end of it. Might be Hank Aaron's bat. Nice of him to gift wrap it and leave it in Mount Itoi for us to find. For a 12-year-old kid to kick some serious butt. He knows we're the only chance to save the world. This guy's not a fan of these guys. You don't pay out enough experience to do this much damage, friend. Blaze is sucking wind over here all of a sudden. Got you that fancy new katana. You can't hit a brain in a glass jar on a pair of legs all of a sudden. Alright. Let's heal up. Pee-pee's getting a little shy. I don't like it. A little scarce. We do have all that cream, but we'll resort to that should we need it. Get Fluff a little closer to his 102. And then this should more or less take us to the end. Who are you talking to? PSI stone. Might need those, honestly. Alright, glad to be out of there. And got some very intimidating music as we exit Mount Itoi. And some very tough baddies around here, actually. I should probably make sure everybody's topped off. Mind Fluff? That's probably a bit much. Alright, climb this rope here. Enemies attacking us on a rope. Alright, well, not our first rodeo with this guy. Stole my pee-pee. Hate those attacks that hit everybody. The RPG equivalent of Death Mountain here. Alright, you got this, right, Professor? Good lord. Let's just, I don't know, let's hold off on the life up cream until we absolutely need it. That's what I say. Which could be very soon. Quite honestly. Oops, blend it right in. And then one more rope right here. We've had good luck. We have not been attacked that much. I was fully expecting to be attacked. Ooh, yeah, these guys aren't messing around. That might be dangerous. You know what? We're so close to a place where we can get everything back, so let's not roll the dice here. I'm not messing around with Megaborgs right now. And, so I see the trees. It's right on the outside of the place where we can heal up. Can we get Titanium down? I don't like the idea of Professor being puzzled daydreaming. At least he's not attacking us. All right, so just keep going to the east, and you'll find yourself outside of the cabin, with everyone else dead, by the way. The important thing is, Blaze is here alive. He's the fast one. Are you happy? You read my mind, random man I met in the woods. He brought back the whole team, and then I like Blaze just knows Professor needs to be in front. Definitely use the phone. Get your save. I don't care about money at this point. We have no need. We found the best weapons in the game just now. Okay. Sure do. I've saved your progress. Never want to stop. Alright, well thank you, man, with the unconventional hairdo. He topped us off again. Alright, this is where Fluff comes on really strong. Gets uncomfortable. I'm sure you two would like to be alone. I'll make a few phone calls and wait out here. Who you got to call, Blaze? I guess his little gang members and cronies. So what's up, Fluff? You got any facts or anything? You stay with me? No, you're worse than the princess from Dragon Warrior. Silence falls. I feel like I said no, but that's fine. Yeah, EarthBound Beginnings universe Fluff. Doesn't take no for an answer. Comes on very strong. Any excuse for some more great music we haven't heard yet. Good lord, just goes on and on. I don't think we heard this one yet. That's nice. I love the facts you bring to Video Games 101, Fluff, sure. Oh, that's nice. Alright, well that's a little creepy. That's kind of stalkery. Blaze, thank God. Perfect timing. Why are you two blushing? Let's get out of here. Wait, what? Yeah? Noises are coming from outside, not in here, silly. Well, let's fight it, right? Oh, great. R7038. Alright, so this is one of those by design battles, but let's go to Gary just the same.
Boss beaters.
Alright, the R7308, 1000 HP, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what level you're on. Doesn't matter the weaknesses. This is one of those battles you're destined to die, so just go ahead and die, class, and let's move on.
Don't hear that one from Gary too often. Just go ahead and die, class. But in this case, yeah, checks out. Zap. It's as if we just... Hey, is that our old pal, Tanka? Oh, it's Gary. Gary, did you just shoot us in the face? Where'd you get a tank? He probably made it. Who am I kidding? I think he just killed his own boss. That's a new twist on boss beaters, I suppose. My God, is Blaze okay? Brute strength is not enough to beat them. I know now that peace can be brought back to us. I believe. Hey, Gary. Now's the time you must fight for yourself. Is Gary rejoining the team? Now it is the weakling's turn. You stay here and wait. Oh, that's nice. You've got the heart of a champion, Gary. No, seriously, you sure you can't come, Blaze? Alright, he's dead. Alright. Well, thankfully they swapped items once again, so Gary's got all his plasma beams and whatnot. We got plenty of life up, Cream. How's he looking, Doc? Yeah, I think we're full up on it. Are we all topped off? I feel like we are, but just to be safe, let's sleep. Alright, so now we need to work our way back to the healer's house. And for what it's worth, since we did save at the healer's house on the telephone, if we die along the way, we'll just get transported there. So if you want to intentionally get killed en route to getting back to the healer's house, you know, that's your business. Yeah, I think we're just gonna kind of grind our way back in the direction of the healer's house. If we die along the way, we won't go out of our way to not die, but if we do, then we'll just show up right back there. But yeah, let's do that now. Don't get to appreciate the death music that often. You seem to be worn out from fighting. One more time. All right, so let's test that theory that we get sent back to the healer's house. Very nice. So he'll top us off now. And we're right where we want to be. We did lose, I guess, what, $47? So that's a big loss right there. All right, so from the healer's house, I'm gonna go back behind his place, or I guess north from his place, better said. Omook. This is our first Omook. And we don't have Blaze in the party to run away. Omook. That's how I read that. Speed this up. I think we've seen enough battles for one game. And come out to the edge of the dock. Do we think we can run? I feel like the Psych guys, they just decided at some point in video games, sometime in the late 80s, that the psychic-based enemies you can't run from. You couldn't run from the wizards in Final Fantasy. Game, one of the earlier games we did on Video Games 101. Brain shock. You can't shock Fluff's brain. Get out of here with that noise. Alright. Oh, but come up here to the dock and you'll find this boat, and, okay. That's cool, too. Unlike the boats of Fester's Quest, this one is seaworthy. Or it will be. Once our main man Gary fires it up. Love it. Alright, so with the boat now, just head straight west and right into this whirlpool. What could go wrong? Just like that shot. Alright. Take the elevator down. This undersea base here. We're about to make a very powerful ally. And when I say left, I mean left. Go through this door. Thankfully, there's no enemies down here. So if you have to go left for a comical amount of time, comically long amount of time, enjoy the fish, by the way. No problem. Yeah, fish and water, no problem there. Keep going left. Eventually, you'll find another door. And then go left some more. But eventually, you'll find another door. Go through that door. Eventually, though, seriously. Up at the top, you'll find a ladder. But not yet. First, we're going to go through this door. And look at some more fish. So unnecessary. Alright, finally the ladder. There is another door to the left, but it's a dead end for what it's worth. Go up here and... hello? Feeling Professor's presence, the robot came back to life. Okay, my name is Eve. I have been waiting for you. My creator was George. Just George. He was taken to the end of the universe. That's rough. Then brought back. Oh, okay. Most unnecessary anecdote. My friend went to Spain. He came back. Okay. I'm here to protect you. That is my purpose. Alright, so we now have Eve in the group. And, so the thing about Eve, if you go south back to the healer's house, we'll get into a battle in which Eve will be destroyed. So, as you might expect, Eve is an amazing asset to our group. Let's show you firsthand how this works. So Eve just did 929 damage. That wasn't fluff, in case you were wondering. No offense, Fluff, but come on now. So having Eve in the party is a good opportunity, arguably the best opportunity in the game to grind. The problem is, well, I don't know if problem is the right word, but yes, we get lots of experience for that, for the very tough enemies that are in this part of the world. So let's just speed this up a little bit. So Eve's gonna do all the heavy hitting here. Probably kill everything before Professor can put anybody down, but that's fine. The enemies will start to whittle away our health, so that's something you need to be aware of. Keep everyone as healed up as possible. Basically, the idea is to ride this as long as possible, because once your team dies, then you get sent back to the healer's hut once again, but Eve will be destroyed. So we want to run with this as long as possible. Keeping everyone alive, using the life up cream that we collected earlier, stocked up on. Just keep climbing the mountain. Guess we don't need to do that unless we're involved in a battle. There's one more thing we can... the last Starman. Whole posse of them. 984. 76. There you go. So rare when that actually gets to work, but I like it. Man, even knows which Starman to attack. It knows to leave the last Starman, the last Starman, for Professor, even though he didn't know who to hit, apparently. And there is one more item we can get, actually. It's at the very top of the mountain. It's up that rope, perhaps. I know, it's a big mountain. Good look, Gary. Just keep on top of our health here. Yeah, looking good. Omegaborg and Gigaborg. Boo. You don't have to worry about Eve's health during all this for the most part. With one exception, which... very emotional moment coming up. Kind of reminds me of Death Mountain a little bit. There it is. The final pendant, but we're all full up because, well, can we get in one more battle up here? So we can burn ourselves a life up cream. Gary's down. Fluff can bring him back, though. Nice. Yeah, it does. Alright. What did he get? Well, nothing healing. Return to the scene. Alright, so let's use that life up cream on Fluff, but let's use Fluff's life up cream because he's the one that's going to be using this particular item right here. Who are you talking to? So this is the final item in the game, the Sea Pendant. And Blaze mentioned this earlier. This is the one which goes ahead and basically gives you protection against all elements. Only one of these, so we'll just give it to Fluff. So he's got the fire, the water, lightning, all the protections. Alright, so at this point in the game, there's only one place really left to go. And if we go too far to the left, we'll get into the battle, which is going to claim... well, we might not want to go too far to the left. So strictly speaking, we're coming up on the final boss here in EarthBound Beginnings. So it's just a matter at this point of maybe having enough health and stats to withstand the attacks of the final boss, because it's a bit of an unconventional battle when it comes to the strategy on the final boss. So not to step on Gary's toes, but yeah, just it's more about survival. So strictly speaking, we're in a pretty good spot right now with our current stats. I think if we're kind of averaging level 30, then we're in a good spot. So I think we're close enough, but I'm going to go ahead and just take advantage of this opportunity of having Eve while we still have a bit of supplies and just do a little grinding for my own. Not necessary, but I'm going to do it. Alright, so level 35 and a couple 32s. I think that's fine. We're kind of tapped on. I want to save some supplies without going out of my way to collect more supplies, so I'm lazy, so let's just say this is good enough. So let's head left here. What? R70 38XX? I'm feeling lucky. I think we could take him. Eve, stand back. Oh, okay. Eve, maybe you should take this one. 429, good lord. Alright, I think this one's gonna go a little bit more smoothly this time. Gary, what do we do?
Boss beater.
Alright, time for the rematch. Now with R7308 Double X. Still 1000 HP. Recommended level. Once again, it doesn't matter. Its weakness, it doesn't matter. I guess strictly speaking, its weakness is Eve, so just let Eve do her thing. She'll take him down.
Very bittersweet, but yes, thank you very much, Gary. Wow, nice dodge. we don't need... How did Fluff do 2 damage? That's what I want to know. Is R7038 weak against iron skillets? Unaccountably? Oof. Alright, so we just lost our best pal and Eve. But, on the plus side, they traded, and Gary got to level 33. So that's good. That's very good. Wisdom increased by 5. Good times. Alright, so if we move, we may trigger another battle, so we might want to go ahead. I didn't budget this perfectly. I want to make sure that we have enough PP to get the heck out of here, should we need to. Squeeze it. I don't like that. We're sitting on a couple more. I'm feeling okay about this. We'll see. Alright, so check Eve, shed a tear. Examining the wreckage caused music to start. There you go. Examining the wreckage caused music to start. Professor remembered the tune. There is our penultimate tune, gang. 708. Alright, let's press on and hopefully not get attacked before we get to where we need to get. Because seriously, everybody around here is really strong. And we're not. Just between you and me, Eve was doing most of the heavy lifting during all that. Oh, go left side, left side. Oof. I'm afraid to even fight this Giegeborg now. I'm like, have we got this? I feel like we're close enough that I can get away with using a few of these. Right? There we go. Alright. Check the gravestone here. Professor, welcome. Enjoy this sweet tune. I always believed that you would find your way here. Your great-grandmother Maria's love was scattered. Scattered in the form of melodies. Maria, you say? Might be the fastest 2 melodies we've collected in quick succession, but there's number 8. The final melody. Well, now that we've got that final melody, let's go ahead and onyx our way back to Magicant. And was she sitting on any PSI stones of ours? Out of curiosity. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be trying to fight anybody en route to the final boss. Did have a life up cream. Oh, we can always max out on those when we stop off at the good doctor's place. How we doing on health? Yeah, we didn't get topped off at the grave or anything, so let's stay at that kid's room one more time. Never sounds right. Yeah, I need to use your bed. Get out. One last time. Sure did. Alright, so now let's go see the queen. Remember her? She said come back when we got all 8 melodies. Well, we got all 8 melodies. It's kind of embarrassing that they have enemies trying to fight us at this stage in the game. Come on now. Let's get out of here. Just trying to see the queen. There should be a little safety zone between these cones, you know? Work on that, you guys. With your mushroom sombrero hats or whatever you're rocking. Alright, let's see if we remember where the queen is. I think past the first door. Take the second door. And then the first door here will lead us to the Queen. Please sing to me the melodies that you have learned. All right. What a banger. Yes, that's right. I wanted to be like, nah, I don't think that's it. Keep trying. Yeah, I don't think that we would take that. The same song, just with a different preset on the Casio keyboard, that little one from the 80s. Just a different instrument queued up. Giegue? I loved him, as if he was my own child. He was always wagging his tail just like a pup, except for when I tried to sing him lullabies. Might be a hint right there. George, this is your wife, Maria. I'm coming to join you. My purpose is complete. I'm queen now. No. Alright, we didn't get our parents back together in time with Doc Brown, so she's gone. After telling the story to the professor with a rush of wind, Queen Mary vanished. And she disappeared. As she did, so did Magicant. It was a mirage? Where was I sleeping that whole time then? Just in a dumpster? A mirage born of Maria's consciousness. Alright. Well, at this point, how we doing? I'm looking at our stuff. We got PSI stones. You've got life up cream and plasma beams. Yeah, this could be a thing. Alright. Well, let's do it. I'm feeling good. You feeling good? No problem. I don't know. Tell that to that person that's trapped in. No problem? None of these people have problems? Can I talk to them? I was kidnapped by the mothership. Please help me. Oh, the darkness is so thick. Can't see you very well. But could it be? Is it the little girl from Snowman? It is. Fluff, I believe it was. Brace yourself. Your mom is locked in a room and back. Ooh. Alright, we're on it. Leave it to 3 children. Blaze is somewhere. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, 3 kids definitely got this. Whatever that is. Alright, final boss here in EarthBound Beginnings. Let's go to Gary one last time for tips on taking him down. Gary, take us home.
Boss beaters. Alright, the final boss here in EarthBound Beginnings is unconventional to say the least. Its weakness is singing, but not until you get to a certain point. So, for most of this battle, you just want to defend yourself, heal up. Recommend starting with Psi Shield, Beta, use your life up, abilities, the cream to top yourself off as necessary. Otherwise, just guard for the first many turns of this battle, as the boss will just try to intimidate you and just go on and on and on, talking your ear off. Once you see the boss say the phrase, "Board our mothership with me," Then it's time to sing. Have everyone in the party sing. 11 turns later, that boss should turn and run, and anticlimactic, I admit, but there you go. Just make sure you're healing up during this as necessary, but there you go. Congratulations. You have beaten EarthBound Beginnings.
Thank you very much, Gary. Got still a lot of singing to go here, but good call. Excellent tips today, by the way. Actually, no, let's go ahead and use the life up for everybody. It'll pretty much replenish what we lost just now. Great-grandparents George and Maria raised me. Yeah, we didn't feel like animating it or describing it. It's inexplicable. So it's probably best that Fluff is indeed gonna heal everybody up now. Now we'll just focus on that. Nice. Gary's guarding. Debating. We got plenty of MP in the tank. George stole vital information from our planet that could be used to betray my people. So that's what he was doing on the other side of the universe. Not as bad that time, thanks to our defensive moves. Very nice. Gary's guarding. I think we got a good strategy for the time being. One of his descendants is obstructing our plans and must be stopped. Professor, I'm talking about you. You suck, Professor. I hate your classes. Does have a Mewtwo vibe. Pokemon the first movie, anyone? Gary's guarding. Guard, and if it ain't broke, go home now. Perish with the rest of the ugly Earth people. $23, $41, and $19. All right. Remember that 41? Remember seeing that new option that we never had before? You might look down and be like, did we always have the opportunity to sing? We'll see right here if we try singing prematurely before he says board our ship, as Gary mentioned, then he'll just basically laugh it off here. Let's check it out. Foolish one, you cannot do a thing with your meager powers. Powers worthy of a lowly insect. Yeah, you gotta wait until the songs won't take until he says, join me on the mothership. It's coming up. Just you alone. Board our mothership with me. Now we can sing. But Fluff's there to pick us up. There we are. Gary's still guarding. All right, now sing it like you mean it, gang. I think there may have been like a slight delay before it takes. It doesn't actually take unless you see the screen shake and he says like, stop. So that's how you know you're getting into that 11 count for the first time. Fluff sang the song. Stop singing. Gary is not listening. So that was the first one that took, the first of the 11 this should also take. Stop singing. So much So much joy coming from our hearts. He's just not having it. Yeah, go ahead and sing some more. Fluff, I think you should heal us up. And I think I lost track because that first one didn't take. I think this is 3 overall. Never gonna give you up. Stop it! Fluff, you got this? There you go, buddy. Gary sang the song. Thankfully, we all have amazing pipes. I think just one of us, like Gary, would be like, ah! Stop that song! No. Just because he seemed to hate it so much. So that's 8. Puny little earth bug, shut up and stop singing. I think that's 5, so roughly halfway there. You do what you gotta do. Fluff's on top of this. We're slowly losing the trade-off, I think. Well, no. Yeah, no, Fluff's keeping on top of it. Just keeping Fluff healing us up for the most part, making sure we're staying ahead of that count. And this might be 6, give or take. You'd think it would be 8, with it being 8 melodies, but 11, why not? 11's a good number, I suppose. And you can see more of the song is being sung every single time, so we get to hear a little bit more as we continue to work towards 11. And I think we're just 2 away here. So this is the penultimate song I'm singing here, if you will. So who's going to close it out? Before the boss closes Fluff out. There you go, Fluff. Put him down. As we get to hear the full song finally. There we go. Oof. Strobe warning. How could I be defeated by a song like that? It's not even catchy. I will sometime, Professor, we shall meet again. Alright, full HP for the ride home. The enemies around here are still really tough. Arguably more tough than that guy was. Good work, team. What a heck of a fender on that thing. You see that grill? Alright. At the summit of Mount Itoi, Fluff is reunited with her mom as the rest of the freed Earth people exit the cave. Itoi. Sorry if I say Ito. Blaze, his health fully recovered, now sings daily at the live show. Rocking that mic stand. And look, Professor came out to support him. Ironically, Blaze is the only one not there to sing at the end. The kidnapped grown-ups return to their lonely children in Youngtown. Oh, I forgot about that. That's good. We didn't talk to everybody. I promise I won't forget you, so I will not say goodbye, just till we meet again. She wears that same outfit. Snowtown, Gary returns to a hero's welcome at Twinkle Elementary School. He's no longer the outcast that makes bombs and bottle rockets and... Oh, wait. Gary might need counseling in this game. Son, your sisters and I are so happy to see you back in one piece. How unbelievable that you are not hungry. Yeah. A letter from Professor. I miss him so much. I hope we can get together again soon. Just dial it down a notch, Fluff. You're coming in a little strong, that's all I'm gonna say. Is it Fuzzy Pickles? What was it? Well, now that the Earth's crisis is finally over, I think I'll just lay down for a moment and zzz. That chair's not gonna come to life and try to attack me, is it? Can't trust anything in that room. But there you go. EarthBound Beginnings, there's Pippi. Now you get to see the full cast, all the characters that you may have forgotten. No one would blame you. It's been a long game. There's that guy and his chickens. That was weird, right? There's maybe a police... Oh, that's the janitor. Maybe that's the guy that let us on the roof. Just because we let him whine about his horrible marriage. Don't you think my wife's awful? Yes, no. They had the right idea with this ending, though. This is... you can't call it one of the best endings on the NES because it wasn't on the NES, strictly speaking. They made it, just never came out, but this is one of the best endings on the NES. Let's be real. I love the games which, bring back... It kind of has a Super Mario 2 international version kind of flavor to the ending with the sleeping and seeing the characters coming out, but it's like that Secret of Mana, Illusion of Gaia, every Final Fantasy ever, just seeing all the characters once again. There's that guy whose tank we blew up. Good times. There's the monkeys. There was a penguin had we gone to a different part of the monkey village, or caverns, but he wouldn't give us anything special. He doesn't even really acknowledge that he's not a monkey. It's very underwhelming. There's those guys. There's that guy. Who the heck is that guy? Kind of bulky like Blaze. Oh man, the 5, those guys. I remember them. They were not that good. I think only one of them joined us, because it was one at a time, then he promptly got killed. And there's the core group right there. Left to right, Gary, Professor, Fluff, and Blaze. One last time. Your graduating class of EarthBound Beginnings, everyone. There's Shigesato Itoi, as Fluff talked about earlier. And do we have Suzuki? There we go, Suzuki and Tanaka. Excellent job with the music, as Fluff mentioned. Hats off to everybody who designed this game. We mentioned at the top that this game did not make it over to American shores because it was deemed to be too expensive to basically make the manual and the hint guides, which players would undoubtedly need for this game. And so that's, and there's Davy Brooks, the man who, as we learned in our Super Mario World class, maybe it was Super Mario 3, I forget, he's the man that came up with all the names for the Koopa kids. Butter cake. Oh no. I instantly regret that. Oh well. From the good people at Ape, yeah, it was just in the SNES era by that point, so wasn't cost effective, they decided. But so we missed out on a fantastic game. Got to play it so many years later. I know that boy is home. Come on, son, and answer the phone. Something new has come up, and don't act like you care about me now, Dad. Looking like a shady businessman or something. He looks like he's Beaks in Trading Places. He's like in the corner with his trench coat. He's got the orange crop futures, basically. The information in that briefcase. Gonna give it to the brothers. Anyway, I digress. Good times, man. Fantastic game. Huge thanks to all my TAs, as always, for doing an excellent job. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to Enroll in Video Games 101. We do one of these classes every single week in the same spot. We'd love to have you enrolled. Click that like button too if you don't mind. Really does help us out to make future classes for you. And I'm sure there's a lot of love for EarthBound, but how many of you watching this have played this game, love this game, and agree that, yeah, we definitely missed out, being the Western NES kids, but there you go. That's our time for this week. We'll see you all next week in the same spot for next week's class, right here on Video Games 101. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you. And check the description of this video to see what song is playing right now.